Listen to your conscience and you will never regret it. Many of us might have heard it, but one IAS officer took this saying so seriously that he quit his government job, the plum post, just listening to his own voice. You must remember this face. He made it to the headlines last year during Kerala floods. He anonymously went to the state and helped in carrying out the relief work. This year, he is in news again. IAS officer Kannan Gopinath left the government job for which people spend years. Reason? He says he wants his freedom of expression back. He submitted his resignation to the Dadra and Nagar Haveli administration where he served as power and non-conventional energy secretary. After resigning, he said that he had joined the civil services with the hope that he can be the voice of those who have been silenced. However, in this entire process, he has lost his own voice. He also said that he did not want to run from the entire situation and thus he instead decided to quit the job instead of going out of the country. Well, the administration did send him a notice saying until his resignation is formally accepted, he is not free from the service and he should resume duty immediately. But the IAS officer has rejected this. In the recent times, he is the second IAS officer after Shah Faisal to leave the services. In this exclusive conversation with HW News Network, Kannan Gopinath gave us a detailed account of why he left the IAS service, why does he think we are curbing ourselves, what are his views on Jammu and Kashmir, and after leaving the IAS, what are his plans for the future. Let us tune in to the interview.
So I decided to quit because I wanted to take my freedom of expression back because as per the conduct rules, you can't really criticize the government while being in the service in the public. And with whatever freedom I think I have received, I would like to state that I don't agree with the kind of clampdown and that the government had done in the days. Now, of course, things are improving, but whether we would, in a democracy, it is government's right to take a decision, so nobody is questioning that right. However, it is the people's right, it's their right to react to that decision. As long as that reaction is within the means provided in the constitution, peaceful protests and other things, we should have allowed it. By not listening to them, by not accepting their right to react, we have sort of questioned basic freedom of expression aspects of a constitutional democracy. So that's what, so it was going on in my mind for some time and I wanted to do this. And of course, as to the question as what from here, where to from here. See, I was a salaried professional in private sector or in government sector for the last 10-11 years. So I would like to be continue as a salaried professional. And however, I would like to work, since once you are part of the public service, it is very difficult to get the same kind of satisfaction in any other sector. So I would like to be part of the any place where I can work with, still connected to the people and try to solve their problems at a smaller level, while retaining my freedom to raise questions and ask inconvenient questions. See, basic tenet of democracy is the dissent, and that is the right to dissent. If you don't agree to disagree, or if you don't disagree in a civil manner and allow people to ask, see, that is exactly how we got this country from, let's say, British rule. We started asking questions. We started asking questions as to why is it this happening, why is not that happening, and we got. So this is a hard-earned right. It is not something which is so it's something which was gifted to us. It was a hard-earned right. Now, by not exercising it, I'm not saying anybody is trying to stop it or curb it, but we are somehow trying to stop exercising it by ourselves. We are putting the curbs ourselves, and that will ultimately weaken the democracy. Whatever is your conviction, whatever is your perception, whatever is your conviction, be ready to speak out for it. Be ready to ask these questions. Be ready to dissent in a civil way, whichever way that is, whichever ideology that you are part of. But be ready to express your opinion in a strong way and in a civilized way and in a way that can be ended with a handshake after the discussion. See, of course, many of us don't react or don't respond strongly because we think there could be a backlash. But See, this is this not our country? Why should and it's a democratic, free country. Why should we be afraid of expressing our opinion? Why should we be afraid of the backlash? We are ourselves curtailing this, and this I think is there is no reason. There is no reason to be afraid in any which way. Uh, we should continue how we are and feel strongly about, and we should continue to express that.
HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in Hindi, English and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.